The Boy Scouts of America provides a program for young people that builds character, trains them in the responsibilities of participating citizenship, and develops personal fitness. In addition, the program emphasizes reverence and duty to God. For the next few minutes, we'll explore how becoming a chartered organization for scouting can greatly benefit your church.
Scouting brings the youth to the church and the church to the youth. Baden-Powell was quoted once as saying, no man is worth anything without believing in God and obeying His laws. And it's an automatic marriage. They just come together.
There are a lot of commonalities between scouting and churches that we can benefit from working together. I really call it the 4 M's. The first M would be for mission. If you look at the mission of the Boy Scouts, certainly it's very much in keeping with Baptist churches and the desire to serve and to reach and so forth. And obviously membership. We all need members and young families. And then manpower, leadership, membership, and manpower together. And then finally money. We all need operating funds for sure. So we have a lot in common, and we should not be timid about approaching Baptist churches about trying to be involved in this ministry.
If you look at Scouts' mission, which is to help our young people make ethical and moral decisions by instilling in them the Scout law and the Scout oath, they are meaningful principles that help our young men connect to themselves and to God. And we think that it's a tremendous program that helps them take the principles that they learn in Sunday and work on them in action through the week through their scouting activities.
Duty to God to me means to help other people come to the church, and Scouts helps me to bring other people to the church. It can help other people to do good things.
So one way scouting in our church's values align is they both teach us to give service. For example, today we went out and we collected food for the local food bank.
Good afternoon. We're here to collect the Scouting for Food Drive donation.
Great. So that fulfills both the values of Scouts and our church.
Okay. Thank you so much. This food makes me smile.
Well, I was a member of a church in Louisiana at one point that had a scout troop that was as old as the church. They'd been there all this time, and then they started a Cub Pack, and we decided to keep up with how many people actually affiliated with that church. His first contact was through the Boy Scout troop or the Cub Scout Pack. Well, in 5 years, or a little less than 5 years, we discovered, including all the parents, siblings, and so forth, that was over 300 people.
A number of years ago, we were camping at Camp New Fork up in Wyoming, and we're watching all these shooting stars suddenly start happening. And while we're laying there, I just casually mentioned to the boys about, hey, just think about all those stars. Where did they come from? How did they come to be? How were they made? Next thing you know, the boys are talking amongst themselves as to creation and God and the purpose of life. And we had one boy there who did not have a faith. And the boys were then teaching him. He was asking questions, and I was totally silent while they were teaching each other.
One of the shared interests for Baptist churches and scouting lies in the faith-building experience of the Scouts PRAY, Religious Emblems Program. Baptist pastors and counselors regularly report Scouts coming to faith while involved in the studies. Others clearly define a sense of calling to vocational ministry.
The Scout oath is, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God. That is the power of the scouting program. It's focusing on the duty to God. It's like a rope with many fibers. Each one of those fibers is a small component. It may be a Cub Scout den meeting. It may be a pack meeting. It may be a hike for an 11-year-old scout. It may be a merit badge. But when you weave those together, you have a powerful program that will bless the lives of a young man and a boy. And at the core of that program is their duty to God. That's where they gather their real strength to live their lives, to become fathers, to become good husbands, to become leaders in the community, to become the future of the rising generation. That's what we need. We need it today more than we've ever needed it.
I think the program provides those youth great role models to create relationships during this pivotal time of their life, and that become really long-lasting friendships. And so I think an organization that is interested in promoting high moral character and leadership development, they need to look to scouting.
If you think about it, does your organization have all the young leaders you want? Does your organization have all the young people you want? Well, scouting is a way to get young people into your church and make them a part.
Scouting and faith form an inseparable bond. Those faith institutions serving as chartered organizations can attest to the value Scouting brings in supporting mission, recruiting manpower, and driving membership. Your local Scouting professional can help you with the details and responsibilities of becoming a chartered organization. Please consider carefully the benefits of Scouting. Together, let's keep building tomorrow's great leaders and responsible citizens.